And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, I apologize for the delays, but the players, they did need some time to get their setups up and running. Vetoes are done, and now we are here with our first qualifying match. Here we go. This is a best of 5 to determine who will make it through into the playoff bracket to compete tomorrow, or in tomorrow's broadcast. In that top 8, here we go. Spawning in the right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Falcons. It is Bunny. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Virtus Pro. It is Classic. Here we go, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our fresh best of 5. As a reminder, as some people are mentioning in the chat, yes, Trigger versus Solar is currently in a best of 5 as well. They're on the main stream, and after that series, I believe the main stream are going to be covering another match as well. I believe they're going to be covering Hero versus the winner of Mana and Rogue, which I think that series is already concluded. The Mana and Rogue series, I mean, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's going to be Rogue took down Mana 2-0. It's going to be Hero versus Rogue on the mainstream afterwards. It's going to be on the mainstream. When it comes to Steadfast, I believe he should be covering the winner of Shin, Creator, and Showtime. Like they should be all facing off, and I would imagine that that Steadfast is going to be all over those matches. I would imagine. But now that we're going to be settling in. Once again, Bunny, he was hyper aggressive last series. I mean, I say last series. In general, a lot of the Korean Terran players have been indulging in non-stop 2-base all-ins and 2-base play. I would imagine that will continue in this series as well. You can see Classic just being as annoying as possible. The CC is going to be thrown down. Economic opener out of Bunny. Racks expand. Economic opener out of our Terran player. Likewise, Classic back at home going for the gate. Cyber expand. Standard opener out of Classic. Economic start out of Bunny. As we calm down and embrace another TVP. We've been casting a lot of TVPs this weekend. It's a lot of Terran versus Protoss. Aye. Non-stop. But now we have our Raxar 1-1-1 follow-up here from the side of Bunny. Reaper moves in. Looking at scouts, so we're going to pick off any stray units, any stray probes, but is going to be turned away by the Adept. Ooh, meanwhile, I assumed 1-on-1. That is a Rax before Starport. Hyper aggression here out of Bunny. We'll see if this is going to be a 2-1-1, so second Rax into a Starport, or a second Rax into a third Rax into a heavy stim timing. Yep, there it is, third Rax. Third Rax on the way. This screams 2-base all in. This screams 2-base play at least. There are variations of this where you pull the boys, where you commit into an eBay +1, you skip the Starport entirely. Meanwhile, nice delay here on the CC. One SCV goes down. He takes down the Marine. Gets one SCV, and he's going for another, but the last CC does complete, and they're safe. Workers are safe. Oh my god, Reaper goes down. This one Adept. Calm down. The one Adept takes down the Marine, the Reaper, and the SCV. Aye. Once again, moving forward. Oh. Zoning back the army. Stalker has arrived, and before Bunny can really get into this build, I mean, he's being shot down. 2 SCVs, 0 mining at the mineral line. Reaper, Marine as well. Cyclone is halfway done. Until then, there's 0 mining at the natural. 0 whatsoever. There is no economy. And Classic have a very strong start. Just not allowing Bunny to really get into his own build. Meanwhile, there's that stim. Remember, we did mention 3 racks before Starport. Early stim, early push. But we need an economy. We need that natural. Bunny does break out. Does break out behind this. Classic claiming a third base. I believe 2 Gate Blink. No, sorry, 3. 3 Gate Blink Stalker into a third. Very economic build here by Classic. Very safe. I should say safe and economic. From the side of our Protoss player. Hallucination Scout is denied. Classic, he's going for another Scout. So far, Classic, he doesn't see anything in the main. He needs to confirm. Does need to confirm what's going on. We have a Captain of Hair and a Captain of Fish. We have a lot of captains. Yes, we have. They are the captains now. As Hallucination does slip by. There we go, he gets a full scout, confirms. No Starport, confirms. 3 Raxes. So Classic is now aware how much danger he's in. We need gateways. Gateways are on the way. There we go. Massive gateway explosion. 4 more gates in production. 5 more gates. That's going to be a 7-gate setup. Oh my god, getting up to 8. and going to charge. Charge, honestly, a very safe follow-up here. No robo, charge instead. Zealots are designed to shut down early game aggression and early game tank pushes. Speaking of, 1, 2, soon to be 3 tanks with this move out. And we'll see if we pull the boys. Regardless, 2 base all in. 2 base all in at a bunny. Let's go. Classic knocking down the tower. Oh my god. He will delay. Knocks down the tower. Great way here to slow down the all in. Ay, ay, ay. Classic, calm down. And here go the boys. As we mentioned, 2 base all in. The boys are being pulled. It's all or nothing for a bunny. Marines are being targeted down. Force fields on the way. Making it through this bridge is not going to be easy. And once again, Classic is buying time for what? For charge. Oh. Army slips past. Takes down both sentries. Nice pickoffs. Both sentries going down, but the Marines, they pay the price. So many Marines do fall. Nice kiting here from Classic. Does kite away. Does blink back. Does blink back. Catching up more Marines. The slow are moving in, but again, they're slow. Charge is still not done. We're still 10 seconds away. 10 more seconds. Tank does siege. Tanks are getting within range. Bunkers are on the way as well, but there's not that many Marines left over. And you can see Classic getting ready for the flank, getting ready for the surround. Here we go. Charge is complete. He goes for it. He goes for the kill. Blinks in. He gets 1. Takes down 1 tank. Takes down 2. Takes down all 3. All 3 tanks go down. GG gets called. Classic, he shuts down the all-in. And Classic takes game number 1. Whew. GG. A very intense game number 1, and again, just really ingenious moves at a Classic when it comes to slowing down Bunny. Even from the beginning, we had the early Adept harass into the early Stalker harass, delaying the CC, sniping SCVs, keeping Bunny on 1 base economy, delaying the all-in because of that as a result. Likewise, knocking down the tower as well, just buying so much time for charge. Very nicely done there by Classic, and with that, Classic takes the lead. Is up 1-0 in the series, but that was merely only game 1. Now it's time for game number 2. Gonna be jumping into game 2. We are jumping into our second game. And game 2 is going to be on Incorporeal. Now, when it comes to this map, this is a larger map of the map. Well, we didn't really get to mention it, but Ultra Love is known for all-ins, is known for more aggressive play. Incorporeal, less so. It is a larger map in the map pool. I would say the all-ins are going to be a little bit less effective on this map, but here we go. Also, big shout out to Isaiah007. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing for the first time with Twitch Prime. Oh, sorry, with regular Twitch. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. We do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft as we are jumping into game number 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Incorporeal, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Falcons. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can recover and make a series out of this. It is Bunny. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss. Representing Virtus Pro, it is Classic. Here we go. As we are opening up, we are settling in. And welcome one and all to Incorporeal. Incorporeal is one of the larger maps in the map pool, longer rush distance by ground. Because I'm not too fond of the idea of going for an all-in here, so we'll see how Bunny will adjust. We shall see. As the probe is moving out to scout and to ideally delay and disrupt the low ground. The expansion. Yo, shout out to Erythius in the chat. Yo, I didn't see Erythius in the brackets in DreamHack. What's going on? Where was my Erythius? Aye. It's an NA player who was very active back in the day. Much more active. Nowadays, I'm sure a little bit. I'm sure. Erythius. As now, we do see that Classic, he is denied delaying the expansion, and Bunny will expand on the low ground. Does expand. Bunny setting up. He's going to be setting up a safety bunker on low ground. If you recall last game, he did skip the bunker. He was punished for it. This time he's playing safe. This time he's playing it safe. He was punished previously. Not again. Not anymore. Not this time. Bunker is on the way. Behind this classic, going for a standard opener. Gate, cyber expand. Going for a second choice. A Twilight Council is on the way. Into blink, into a third base. We're expecting 3-gate blink at a classic. We could even go 2-gate blink just because of the map itself. We'll see how confident Classic is feeling. Meanwhile, Bunny back at home, going to zone 111. This time, you can see there's no fast second racks. If you remember, the reason why we were freaking out last game is because Bunny did go for a second and third racks before the starport. He actually never made a starport. It was not one. This just wasn't one. Here though, building up. Getting into reactored wood mine production, into reactored wood mine drop. This time a much more standard build out of Bunny. No major signs of aggression yet. Nothing yet. Aliens being repaired. Let's go, Bunny takes the ace match. As a reminder, this is a best of 5. As a reminder, this is a best of 5, not a best of 3. So we got plenty of games, but yes. Regardless, I do hope to see a back and forth. I want to see a series between these two players. Bearing in mind, this is a qualifying match, and here we go. The mine drop is on the way. Quadruple mine drop. Much more dedicated. Into add-on swap, into tank production. As Bunny is making his way in. Hellions are zoned away. Mine drops towards the natural. Storks in position. And the Medevac is going to be targeted down. Ooh, brutal pickoff. Medevac does fall. Widow Mines, they're trying to waddle in. They're going to be targeted down. Oh, Widow Mine falls. There's 2 mines left. 2 mines remaining. Oh, down to 1. Not a single shot going. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bunny. Things are going dire here for our Terran player. Not a single shot connects. Medevac goes down. Hellions are zoned away. And Classic, he shuts it. Classic. Bunny just wants to play some StarCraft. Like, what's like? Oh my God. Ay. Maestro goes off, I believe, on the hallucination. Classic has lost nothing so far. 0 losses. Takes down the Hellion. Shutting down the Hellion for Widow Mines, the Medevac as well. Very impressive play here at a Classic. As he is following this up with a gateway explosion. Charge is on the way as to be expected. Charge into Colossus. So, no forge. I'm sorry, there is one. My apologies. So, +1 charge into Colossus production as a follow-up. This is a standard follow-up here out of Classic. Not going into Storm. Into +1 and Colossus. Wasn't one to make the trip to Texas. It's okay. Much love, man. Much love. No. So far, Raven Harassing into the mineral line. Oh. Has yet to kill a probe, by the way. Stalkers, they poke in. They run into the tank. Observer going to be zoned away. Still 0 losses for Classic. Meanwhile, we do see a Bunny building up on 2 bases, getting to a zone 3-1-1. From here, we should be expanding. Does salvage, he breaks out. This is going to be quite dedicated, quite committed. I believe this is the same setup that Bunny had when he pushed out against Estrella in the ace match. Look at the timing here. We have Stim, we have combat shields, we have +1. A very strong timing here from Bunny. As he does break out. Colossus is about to pop though. And there's that 3rd CC. 3rd CC's on the way. Auto shots are dealt with. Bunny moving in. And it's on Classic to slow this down. Slow this down. There we go. He's got his Colossus. He has force fields. He's ready. The army is set. Oh. Does kite back. Classic misreading the rotation here. Okay. Bunny rotate towards the left-hand side. Classic responds. Out of position. Classic racing over. Charge is done. Collapsing in the army. Locks down some of the bio. Classic control pulls away those zealots. Just buying more time for extra war pins. Getting ready for a flank. Unlocking the mine positioning here to try to deter that. Anti-armor missile does go up. And Classic does catch reinforcements. Marines Marauder is going to be going down. And he's getting ready for the surround. Oh. Yeah, he's going for it. Does collapse in. Blinks on the tanks. He gets one, he gets two. Both tanks go down instantly. Decent mine connection, but there's not enough here. Yeah, there's not enough here. Classic, he breaks out from here. He can just snowball at control. He can counterattack. Shuts down the bio, shuts down the Marauders. And Classic, he can just keep pushing. Oh! Decent mine connections. But GG gets called. Yeah, there's nothing left here. And Classic, he shuts down Bunny and takes a 2-0 lead. GG. That was an impressive game. that was crazy. Classic. Oh my god. Like game 1 was solid, don't get me wrong, but game 2, that was almost on another level here. Classic being able to shut down the early aggression, the early drop play. Once again, able to buy some time. Sure, Bunny, he was able to gain some ground, that is true, but he was still very dedicated on 2 bases. As you mentioned, I believe that was the same build that we saw from Bunny against Estrella. Oh. I believe that was the same build. Here we go. We're getting to game 3. But again, this time, the rush distance by ground is longer and incorporeal, so it took a lot longer for the army to get across map, more time for Classic to respond. Likewise, very nice force fields. Again, just really patient play, buying more time, getting more zealots. Here we go. We're getting to our next game. Here we go. We're getting into game number 3, and I'm hoping that we have a back and forth. I'm hoping that we make a series out of this, but the pressure is on. And spawning in the bottom hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Green Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss representing Virtus Pro. It is Classic. And spawning in the bottom, on the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Falcons. It is Bunny. Here we go. As we are settling into game number 3, and again the pressure is on. See, chat, Bunny always felt like he had it, but in big moments, not as much. I mean, Bunny, he's a really good player. He's really solid. I would say that right now, the meta is in a really weird place in TVP. I don't know if you noticed, but it isn't just Bunny, Cure, Maru. They are all playing a lot of 2-base all-ins. There's amongst the Korean Terran players, even Gumiho as well. If you've been watching GSL this season, season 2 qualifiers and season 1, most of season 1, and of course the online tournaments as well, online weeklies. In this matchup, there's just been a lot of 2-base all-ins, a lot of 2-base all-in play. From the side of our Terran players. And Classic, like he's obviously he's been in the thick of it, right? Like in the Korean scene, like Classic and Hero, I would say they are looking at their strongest right now against that sort of style. Still works, don't get me wrong. Like we still see players like Showtime and MaxPax and some of these other Protoss players fall to it, and as well as Classic and Hero, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, again, Cure versus Hero went all the way to game 7, right? And Cure, he was playing nothing but 2-base all-ins. Like, even Hero was struggling, but again, like, they're very much so well-versed against this kind of play. And here in this specified Bunny, he is struggling. He is struggling that much more. And we'll see if he does take a different approach. If he does go for something more macro-oriented. For now, standard opener. do have our standard opener. Economic start, ranks expand here into a more delayed factory from the side of Bunny. Likewise, Classic moving out. Does move out. Twilight Council open out of Classic. So let's open Twilight Council. I mean, again, there's a reason why Classic is one of the best Protoss players in the world right now. I think let's say top 3. Like Hero, Max, Classic. I think you can make an argument that Classic is top 3. I say argument because obviously Showtime is a really good player for sure, 100%. For sure. As we have a blink on the way. How many gates so far? 2 gate blink out of Classic. Into his third. So for the first time this series, this is a very greedy build out of Classic. Every game so far, game 1 and game 2, it's been 3 gate blink. 3 gate blink into a third base. This time 2 gateways, so there's less stalkers, there's less warpins, less army. Oh, as the Hellion does go for the dive, does get in, gets a full scout. Do you see what I see? Second racks. Second racks on the way, but that's after the starport, so this is more of a standard opener, 1-1-1 into a 3-rack setup. So far, so good. Here comes the mine drop. As Bunny's making his way into the main. Bunny gonna pull out the one base Thor memes. It's gonna pull a Quanta. Let's go. Double armory quad Thor drop. Let's go. As Blink is done. Oh, shuts down the Medivac. Barely does escape. Let's go. 2 pro kills as well. A much better start this time for Bunny. And partially because there are less stalkers, of course. Less DPS because there are less gateways. So nicely done. Bunny does get away. Behind this, getting into his own 3-1-1 setup. Getting into early stim. Stim is being prioritized. Tanks are amassing. And we'll see what Bunny does with this stim timing. So we're going for the add-on swap. Again, no more tank production. Just 2 tanks. 2 tanks into heavy marine and marauder production. +1 is halfway done at this point. And we'll see how hard Bunny can hit. Likewise, Classic is enjoying a greater economy. He's already on 3 base saturation into +1 in charge. Colossus production has already begun. Ooh, an earlier Bay this time at a Classic, so earlier Colossus. And we're gearing up. Now, does Bunny pull the boys with this? It's possible. Let's go. Here comes the move out. Again, just really early stim. Stim finishes by the time the army gets across the map. Here we go. It is go time. We were just discussing how currently the meta of TVP, there's just been a lot of 2-way solo in play. That's what we're seeing here. Bunny breaks out. Stim 10 seconds away. So just rallying everything across the map. It's all or nothing. Bunny, he does not pull the boys. In nonetheless. Classic charge is done, but alas, the army size here is a little bit lacking. Tanks, they will siege. Uh-oh. And Classic late to respond. Late to get on top of this. Bunny, solid position. Takes down the gateway. Gateway goes down. Free damage on the army. The minefield a little bit too far behind. Mind shot's going up, and here come the Zealots, here comes the surround. Yeah, the tanks are falling. Nice target find, but the tanks do go down. The Colossus survives. And Classic, he's holding on. Colossus does pull away to the shield battery. Does pull away. Bunny now expands, throwing down the third TC. And Classic, this time he doesn't quite break out. He's stuck at home. And Bunny, trying to transition. Is trying to. I say trying to because Bunny, that was very committed, and he did bleed out a lot of supply. Did lose a lot of army. Dropping into the main. Classic trying to keep up. Classic not quite in position. There's a recall going for the Bay. And will deny it. And will deny extend thermal lance. Colossus range is denied. Massive pickoff. Oh my god, full medevac goes down. We'll lose a full medevac. Likewise, Bunny just rallying everything into the third. Again, Bunny's still hyper aggressive. At the same time, Classic going for a Zealot run by, getting to the mineral lines. SCV's going to be going down. And Bunny's forced back. And Bunny is forced back home. 4 SCV kills. Classic, he breaks out. We have somewhat of a back and forth. And we'll see if Bunny can stabilize. He's not there yet. It's a terrifying army. 2 Colossus. Remember, there's 0 tanks, but there are some Vikings. Wouldn't mind go down. There are 6 Vikings so far. But the sword count's quite high. Cell trouble into the main. Catching reinforcements. Classic moving in. Picks off those winter mines. They do go down. No shots going up. SV's able to straight the middle line as well in the main. And the boys are being pulled. It's all or nothing here for Bunny. Can he hold on? Now there's 3 Colossus. Down to 2. Vikings, nice target firing. They do focus on the Colossus. There's 1 Colossus left. And Bunny's holding. Bunny does hold on, but at the cost of 40 SCVs. The Zealots, yeah, they still wreak havoc. GG gets called. 40 SCVs go down. Classic and Snowball's out of control. And Classic, he will take the series 3-0. Advancing on and qualifying for the round of 8. GG. GG, well played. Again, Bunny was hyper aggressive. He was more successful here this time, but unfortunately it was still not quite enough. He lost too much when it came to his push, so he was vulnerable back at home. He tried his best to keep Classic busy, but Classic eventually broke out. He broke free from his contain, broke free from his chains, and Bunny wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready back at home. He just did not have enough to hold on to survive. Had a high Viking count, but the ground army was lacking. GG. The Zealot weapons were brutal as well, just pulling Bunny apart. And with that, congratulations to Classic, and my condolences to Bunny, as Bunny is knocked out of DreamHack. Bunny is out. Classic is in. Okay. And we are setting up here, and what is up next is the question. So with that, we are wrapping up a lot of our matches. Oh no, we just missed the lobby. No, we barely just missed it. But we know what we want. So first things first, let's catch up on the bracket here. Okay, so we do see Rogue versus Hero is currently on the mainstream. Rogue versus Hero is going to be in the mainstream. Meanwhile, we do have Classic confirmed. He has made it through into the main event. I've wanted to tune into Shin versus Showtime. That's going to be covered by Steadfast. He's currently in game number 2. Shin is up 1-0 against Showtime. So Shin is up in the series. And I believe we already wrapped up Solar versus Trigger. What happened in that series, by the way? What happened between Trigger and Solar? I know it went to the ace match. Who made it through? Who made it? Let's find out. Solar, no. Trigger was so close, but Solar, he makes it through into the top 8. So Solar, he makes it through Group D, and of course Classic makes it through Group C. So we have Classic and Solar, they've both made it through. We have 2 matches left. Hero versus Rogue, that just began over the mainstream, and we have Showtime versus Shin, which is mid-series. it is mid-series. So we may as well catch up on the mainstream. What's going on?